Hi everybody. Today on Dive Into Diapering, we are going to go over some differences of basic pocket diapers. They can vary from brand to brand. They're generally all around the same size, unless you get newborn or extra large. But I just want to go over a few differences because it may help you decide what brand you actually want to go with. So the two brands that I have with me are Texas Tushies and Two Little Hands. I love them both. They both work great for my baby, but there are some very big differences between them. So it may sway you towards one or another style in general when you're looking for cloth diapers. All right, so first up, Texas Tushies. So this one has two rise options, technically three if you don't have any of them snapped. And then as you can see across, it's just straight snaps. It doesn't have the center one for an insert. And I think they do that because their inserts don't have the snaps. But the biggest difference is the actual pocket. So this style is a fold over pocket. It does make it a lot easier to stuff the diaper because the opening is so big. So you just stuff the insert in there and then you fold that over. And that's pretty much it. But that may help some people who have difficulty stuffing diapers. But that's pretty much it. Very basic. And then the other one, as you can see, this one has 4 rows of snaps. So technically 5 rises if you leave it all the way open. This one does have that center snap, so you can snap the insert from the inside so it stays in the same spot. And then when you are done, what I like to do is just pull it this way and it'll unsnap before you throw it in the wash. So besides that, the pocket is different. So I actually prefer this style to the other one because it's a lot more like secure. I don't mind sticking my hand to stuff it. That doesn't bother me. It doesn't hinder it at all. You just have to open that part up. It's just the basic elastic pocket. So again, you can see the difference in size opening wise from one to another. And when it comes to the rises, that may sway you one way or another for brands. If you are planning on putting this on a smaller baby and not doing newborn sizes, you're probably going to want one that has more rise options. That way you can snap it smaller. But in general, they are the same size when it comes to the diaper. The other difference is just how the wings are made. So you can see one brand is actually a little bit smaller, but then when you flip it the other way, the back wings are a lot bigger. Another thing I do want to bring up, hip snaps. So that's another difference. So the Texas Tushy one does not have hip snaps. So when you go to put it on your baby, it just has 2 snaps for each side. While this one has a hip snap and then the 2. So it just keeps it more secure. So the bottom layer that's against the baby doesn't shift too much. And then it has the 2 snaps. So I actually really like the hip snaps. The only thing is when your baby gets too big, these don't get used anymore because you'll be on the last setting and you'll just be able to use these. So this one will be obsolete if you're putting it on a bigger baby. But I generally like using the hip snaps. It makes it easier when I put it on the baby because I snap one hip snap and then I do the other side completely and then I'll do the last 2 and then I'll adjust it that way. So again, check out the different brands, look at the pictures, look at the descriptions, because pocket diapers are different from one brand to another. I would suggest if you don't know what you're looking for is to get one from each type, one from each brand, and just see what you like better and then build your stash that way. I do have a lot of different brands in my stash. There are some that I prefer over others just based on snap placement, but in general, they do all work the same. So if you do like one style over another, you can work through your stash that way, or just get a few of each and then just build your stash however you like. But when you guys are shopping for the diapers, it will say it in the description. It will show you pictures. That way you know what you're getting. And if you're shopping for pre-loved diapers, feel free to ask the person for pictures on the insides if they don't show it, just so you can see if you're looking for like one style or another. So that's it. So those are a couple options for your basic pocket diapers. Let me know what ones you guys prefer. If you have any questions on those fitting wise or anything like that, just let me know, drop it in the comments, and I may make my next episode about it. That's all I got for you guys today. See you next time.